Welcome back, everyone, to The Bookshelf. I'm your host, Nefertiti. All right, I'm sorry. Hey, friend, it's me, Nefertiti. Welcome back to my channel. And today, I need to organize my new bookshelf. And when I say new, I mean empty bookshelf. So, if you guys recall, in my previous video, I had a perfume collection in my bookshelf, and I decided that I want to actually use my bookshelf for the books. What I decided to do was the fragrance creator that is in our home. Please make sure you like, share, follow, and subscribe to everything that he does, J. Red Lamar. Thank you very much. I want him to have all of my fragrances and all of his fragrances all in one place, mainly because he always does reviews of fragrances and everything. So for the fragrance creator, he will have the fragrances, and for the book creator, I will have the books, which means the bookshelf has to be bare. So what we have to do now is kind of take some of the books that are here on my floating bookshelf area. As you can see some of them. And I want this shelf organized because I really like the aesthetic of organizing bookshelves by color and by genre and all that stuff. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Now, the only caveat is I do have a lot of library books. I think what I'll do is have like a library bookshelf, and then I'll have, I don't know, we're gonna figure it out. That's the beauty of this. Tomorrow I'm going to the bookstore because I forgot that I could go to the bookstore today, and I squandered my opportunity. And I need to go back to the used bookstore because I have to get some more stuff. I'm gonna fill this bookshelf. I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna last very long, but we'll see. So with that said, we can talk about books while I do that. Yay! So I have 7 library books checked out. One of them is in my office, which I'm going to see on Monday, and I'm going to return her on Monday. But so far I have about 7 library books total. And this one and the other one that I have checked out, that one is from my school library. I have Butter checked out from the library. This is another reason why I started purchasing books, because the library, when you check out the books in the library, do you feel pressure to read them? Because I'm a mood reader. And so I've been wanting to read Butter because I know she's about to kill everybody up in this bitch, and I'm so excited, but I'm also not interested in holding a book. You know what I mean? I don't feel like having to read the book right now. So I like that I want to read this book, and I'm going to read this book, but I would prefer to just buy the book rather than read the book. Is that weird? Because low-key, I'm about to send the shit back and just buy the book. So Butter by Asako Yuzuki, and then Tiffany D. Jackson, The Scammer. These 2 books are from the school library, along with While We Were Dating by Jasmine Guillory. So I have those 3 books from the library. I got these books about maybe a few weeks to a month before I recorded my first video. That's how bad this is. Yes, but I have this awesome perk where they auto-renew, so I'm not in trouble. And they can't whoop me anyway. And then I have this really cool feature with my library system where you can order the books. So what you'll do online is you look up the books online from Orange County Public Library, and then you can set it up where they automatically ship to your address when the book becomes available. So Harlem Wedding just came to my door recently, so I'm gonna get started on her because I really wanted to get this one. And I ordered this as a library book, but I'm going to buy this book. So this one I'm not worried about returning. I'm gonna return it and then buy it. And then Scythe and Sparrow, or Scythe and Sparrow. Is it Scythe or Scythe? Whatever. So Bryn Weaver's Ruinous Love Trilogy. This is the 3rd and final book of the Ruinous Love Trilogy. I just feel like I need to finish this book first before I start her other trilogy, which has Taurus Season, Harvest Season in it. So I'm going to go ahead and read this one soon. And then I think I talked about Hooked by Emily McIntyre. It's a Never After novel. So this is the retellings of classic Disney princesses in horror, thriller, dramatic settings. He wants revenge, but he wants her more. Ooh, Hooked. It also just came to my door recently. So Harlem Wedding and Hooked are going to get read. Then we have Crystal Marquise's The Davenports. This one is going to have to go back soon. And again, I am probably going to buy this one because Black authors get paid retail always from me. My vision for the bookshelf is that we're gonna have romance, then we're gonna have memoir, thriller, lit fic, mystery, fantasy. So romance, thriller, fantasy, memoir. Or non-fiction, because those are the genres I read. But my number one genre will always and forever be romance. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do romance at the top. So you see that first place, romance. You see the love, black love, right? And then the second one, lit fic, because that's where most of the stuff is. And then we do the fantasy, memoir, mystery at the bottom, because I don't have a lot of physical mysteries, fantasy, or any of those things. I only have romance, physical. But again, that's gonna change. I only have 3 shelves because we lost the 4th shelf, which is why the floating bookshelves kind of help. But again, I feel like I'm gonna fill this shit up so quick. I'm so mad at myself. Now, with the romance, do we do color code? I don't wanna empty the floating shelves. I just want them to have like a couple of books. So we're gonna color code it. All right, so I have Ta-Nehisi Coates. It's a really tiny book, so he gets to stay up here. So we have The Art of Loving You by Natasha Bishop. She's on my TBR. And I don't have a TBR shelf, which I know I will soon, because I think I want to do that too. But I'm also not a fan of cluttering up my house, because my boyfriend would be mad at me. It's the only reason why I'm not a fan. I can't do that, but I would, but I don't think he'd like that very much. All right, so I just bought this book at New Romantics bookstore in Winter Garden, Orlando. So I bought that. I bought this new romance book. It's a paranormal romance. It's by Shirlene Abobi, and it's called Die For Me, and I'm so excited for this book. So this one's on my TBR as well, and I want to get this one, so I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to mix them with the library books, because whatever. If it's already been read, like When I Think of You was read already, she stays on the shelf. Redo List is about to be finished today, so she's going to stay on the shelf. And then I'm Judging You was read already. So we have Royal Holiday and Party of Two, which are part of the series. I went back to Bright Light Books and I got my used books. I got every single book from the series I could get, because there were $7 a piece. Let me tell you something. A $7 book, you can't beat that. Jasmine Guillory. So these books are blue. Party of Two and Royal Holiday. And then I'm going to try to keep them like hardcover, you know? So we have The Proposal. See, I don't like that, because when you color code it, you have to mix hardcover with paperbacks, and then they're Aki. I don't want it to be Aki. Did I do it wrong? How do they do this? I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at the video of when people organize their bookshelves. I think I have an idea. Okay, so see how we have Yesteryear and Jasmine Guillory's The Proposal are hardcover, and they're blue and yellow. And then we have the Davenport's Art of Loving You, and then we have Jasmine Guillory's other books, which are also in blue, because whatever. In my brain, I was like, oh, but what if we did the blue, you know what I'm saying? I had thought it through, and I didn't think it through, because I was like, we could put the blue books like that, like that. So I think what I'm gonna do is that. Oh shit, that's tight. You see how I did that? Yo, what if even better? Hold on. What if, move that down, and we're gonna do that. Ooh, shit. I'm a big color coder person, because I like when I color code my books. I wonder if the blue should be over here. We have The Wedding Party by Jasmine Guillory, and we have Jasmine Guillory's Drunk on Love. If you can't tell, I'm a huge Jasmine Guillory fan. Not even gonna hold you. However, Drunk on Love is the only one that's not a part of any series. So she's gonna go over here. She's not actually orange, it's a black spine. So if we're gonna color code by spine, then that's where she goes. The Wedding Party is pink. So I'm guessing she should go here. But you see how it's not in size order, and that's where it makes me very mad. You see how I am upset, because also Yesteryear is not a romance novel. Yesteryear is a literary fiction novel, and so Yesteryear she doesn't even go here.
She doesn't even go here. Do you even go to this school?
No, I just have a lot of feelings.
She goes down here. The lit fic and mystery thriller section is down there. So, Yesteryear cannot live with us. She cannot sit with us. Hooked is a romance novel, so Hooked is fine. So I accidentally summoned my demon boyfriend. This just came from TikTok Shop by Jessica Cage. She's also on the TBR. I don't have enough books to go TBR versus, lit fic and da da da. I don't have that kind of time. I don't have that. Now I did borrow Caraval from my. Oh. Did she do this or did I do this? I hope she did not do this. I hope I didn't do that. Did you see that? There was pages folded. Ah! This is why you never let people borrow your books. And I know I'm the people that I borrowed the book. She let me borrow the book from, but still, oh my God. I can't. She'll never let me borrow a book again. Please. Okay. So I'm going to leave Caraval, Blood at the Root, Silent Patient, and This Song Is For You. This Song Is For You is a read book already. The Thing Around Your Neck by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This is a DNF actually. This book is so boring. But it could be that the time that I tried to read this book, it was just not the time for me to be reading that book. It may have just been boring to me at the time. I'm trying to give it the benefits of doubt. Your First Million by Arlen Hamilton, I bought. And I didn't read. Same thing with Heart and Hustle by Patricia Byte. This is another DNF. This one is another book about using your passion to build your brand and achieve your dreams, make all this money. I'm not a self-help person. I'm not a really big fan of self-help. I did not read Becoming by Michelle Obama, nor did I read A Promised Land by Barack Obama, nor did I read his first book, but I will. Their books are very adult and it makes you think too much, and I'm just not in the mood to think, you know what I mean? When you have serious jobs, it's very hard to do serious things like read serious books. I have that theory for the longest time. So for me, it's if I'm seriously working on students getting their degrees and I'm helping them with their degree plan and their graduation rates and all this other stuff with data and all this extra shit, the last thing I want to do is sit here and read Ta-Nehisi Coates. I don't have the energy for Ta-Nehisi Coates. Call it what you want. I just can't. Okay, so this is my bookshelf so far. That's pretty decent. That's kind of cute. I like this. I don't like these 3 books by themselves because, it just looks so lonely. All right, so this was what this tells me. When I'm at the used bookstore tomorrow, we're going to get some books. But outside of that, I like the floating bookshelves with the exact books that they have. 3 to 4 books on each shelf is pretty much my limit. So here's what we're going to do. We can't do it by genre, but eventually the goal will be top shelf is romance, second shelf is lit fic and mystery thriller, and then the bottom shelf will be whatever I think, and then we start using the bottom shelf for other things. You feels me? Yeah, you feel me. So I think we're just going to use all the books on one shelf for now because we don't have a lot of space to really play with the book. If I had, I do have 3 more books that can go in this corner. Caraval could go here. Caraval could go there. Barack Obama could go there, but he's such a thick bitch. I don't know if I want to move him, and I don't want to put Arlen Hamilton here. Now I do have Bossy Pants, but I don't have the dust cover for Bossy Pants, and that's my favorite book of all time. Tina Fey's Bossy Pants is my favorite book of all time. I've talked about that so many times. At some point, I'll talk about the book in general. I think I might actually do a reread of Bossy Pants. I'm not too sure. So we have one shelf of books, and move out of the way. So if I do it like that, I think that's cute. I like that. And then, okay. So my YouTube placard can go right up in the top. Oh no, see now this is ugly. No. This is not gonna work for me. See how this looks. You see how this looks. That is ugly. We can't do that. I will not have it. Oh, I don't want exposed floating bookshelf back. So what if I accidentally summoned my demon boyfriend, stayed? She's gonna stay on the floating shelf. You know, it's so funny when your brain tells you have all these books, right? And then you actually don't. That's the funny part. I need more books. So what this tells me is that I just need more books. This is my justification for buying books. Since Die For Me doesn't have a real good home, I'm gonna put her on the shelf instead. She doesn't seem to fit anywhere. Okay, so this shelf is good. And then, because I need the floating books to look like floating books. So like you can't see the illusion. Okay, perfect. And then I put the plant in the corner like that, you see? And then you put NefertitiDamali passing 1,000 subscribers, YouTube. Yay! You guys, we did it, Joe. We did it.
We did it, Joe.
This is super cute. All right, so on the top of the shelf, we have Flower Lady. So Flower Lady is gonna go back. This is the first picture that I have of my daughter, but they didn't have picture paper. It pissed me off. So now she just has to sit like on a piece of paper. This looks so cute. I look like a well-read individual, right? We did color coding on the top shelf, and then we have the two empty shelves here because we have the floating bookshelves up here. But the floating bookshelves are going to feature mostly the books that I have read and or have DNF'd, so that way they never move from their area. So the only book that will more than likely move is Silent Patient, because Silent Patient and Blood at the Root, because these two books I just bought and they need to get read, as well as Die For Me. Redo list I'm reading currently, but again, I'm going to finish that probably tonight. And then everything on this shelf is TBR. I only have 5 books on the floating shelves that are going to get read for sure within the next couple months. And then everything on this shelf is going to get read within the next couple months. Because the goal is at 100, and right now I'm at 77 books. So that's kind of how we have everything. I just finished Leave Your Mess at Home. You can't see it, it's off camera. It's at the really high shelf, but I just finished this book, Leave Your Mess at Home. Prepare for the video on this. I'm about to read. I actually am about to annotate out of this book and like get you some real details on this book. We gotta talk about it. It's so good. This book was so good. Oh my God. I've never been so moved by a book in a long time. That book had me crying, okay? Crazy work. Anyway, Die For Me, Redo List. Redo List is actually really cute. If you like a cute little cozy romance, beautiful cozy romance. Denise Williams, she's really big on interracial love in her books, and she does a lot of cozy romances with her interracial love. Her and Talia Hibbert, I think, would be the best when it comes to rom-com and cozy romance reads. If you like this video, if you want to see me fill up my shelf, because more books are to come for sure. This is my new spot. My couch is right here, so I'm going to be sitting here reading, and then we're going to talk about books. I am NefertitiDamali. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you want to see me read, what you want to see me do, what you want to see, honey. And then, of course, don't forget to follow me and engage with me on all the platforms. I am NefertitiDamali on all platforms. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.